Let's go cruising.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining on Cruising Episode 2 with Mr. Joker here from Veteranos. Tell me more about what you're riding, what you're cruising in.
It's a 1939 Chevy Master Deluxe. I've had it for quite some time. It's just, working a little bit here and there. And the funny thing is that, I've loved this year since I can remember when I was a kid. And it sure happens that, my mom's from 1939.
Wow.
It's just
special year.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get it to where it is now? And what was the beginning like when you first got it?
I've had it since 2002. To be honest with you, at the beginning, I got it and I really didn't work. I put it on the back burner. And then when I really started working on it, you would take it to a body place, somebody, and it's not always the same. They don't go through with what they say they're gonna do. So I kind of struggled with the body guys and the paint guys. So that's how it was.
When you're writing this, what's that one song that you have to play every single time you're cruising?
I used to play James Brown a lot. Now I play Trish Toledo and all the new artists because they're not played out no more.
Right, yeah, something new.
So something new.
That's awesome. And how long have you been with Veteranos?
Since 2009.
Damn, so we got OG here. Has this always been your dream car, or did you want something else?
Well, this was my dream car and a 1953 convertible.
Nice. You working on something else, or just?
Right now, I'm just sticking to this.
Yeah.
Once I finish it, I still got to do upholstery and just the running boards, but I'm looking to get a 53.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
It has a 350 engine.
Okay.
Mustang 2 suspension with a 1974 rear end.
Nice.
I wanted to, run, like a newer car, but still look, original.
Yeah. And is it on bags, airbags?
It's on airbags.
Damn. That's awesome.
A lot of people say, why don't you put hydraulics, but this car is supposed to ride slow and, not hop it or nothing.
What's that one thing that you really want to work or add on to this car?
Pretty much just finish the upholstery and the running boards. Other than that, I don't want to put too much accessories. A lot of people like to put all these accessories.
Yeah.
I don't want too much. It looks a little bit too much to me.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own opinion. And
what's your favorite place to go cruising at?
Well, we come to J Street. I like to cruise down where I grew up, Chicano Park.
Nice.
And just enjoy. It feels good when you're driving your car and people stop and look at you and they wave. Because you're in a time capsule.
Right.
Yeah. And it feels good.
Yeah, you get a lot of smiles too.
Yeah.
Especially from kids.
Yeah, a lot. Older people, they say, I remember that car when I was, when they were young.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah, you had my 5-year-old Ezekiel the day of the music video. He's like, Dad, I want to ride on that car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anytime, yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime he wants to, we'll take him for a cruise. I grew up in Logan, and I used to walk to elementary school, and lowrider scene was at Chicano Park.
Right.
Yeah.
All
these old, car clubs, on Sundays they used to park and cruise and bump their music.
Yeah.
And it felt good. And I say, when I grow up, I want to have, my bombita.
Right. Nice.
And, now that it happened, it feels good.
Definitely. And from that time to now, do you see a big difference in lowriding, in the culture?
Yeah, I do. Because back then it was more simpler,
Yeah.
Now it's super show cars.
Yeah.
And back then it was just it was just fix your rides, clean it up and let's take it for a Sunday cruise.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive to fix any kind of Impala or bomb. It's just a big difference.
Yeah. One advice you would give somebody that really has a passion for these type of cars, what would you give them to help them start?
Well, you know, choose a car that you're passionate about, no matter, you know, what year or make. If that's what you like,
Right.
get it, you know, and just little by little, you know, you'll be able to get it to the point that, you know, you want it to.
Yeah.
It takes time because, you know, parts, paint, and everything is not the same prices that were back in the days.
Yeah, now it's expensive.
Yes.
Even just for pinstriping.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
don't give up. You know, if that's what you want, you know, you want a certain car, go for it, you know.
Thank you, Joker, for your time. I appreciate it. I always love seeing this car. Thank you for coming on Cruisin. If you guys see the music video, you see Joker right here with his car, his fit. So that was awesome having you, and thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
I'm about to take you on this expedition. Getting your attention's always been my mission.